Okay, everyone, we are going to do an embroidery with the Brother 4000D. We are going to do this easy 7-minute embroidery just to demonstrate the embroidering capability of this machine. Are you ready? Okay. First, we're going to use the needle threader function. Sorry if I'm moving this around a little bit. I'm really trying to get a good view. Okay. First, we're going to go right around like that. We're going to push this button. Okay. It just threaded the needle for us. Here we go. We are going to embroider now. Okay. Press your foot down. Embroider. The machine is set at 1,000 stitches a minute right now. So this will stitch out pretty fast for us. Okay, the camera's not focusing super great right now. I really want it to focus more, but I can't seem to get it to. Okay, there's some better light. Okay, we'll try that out. Okay, this machine does like good thread. So right now we currently have Robinson Anton rayon that I get from the Viking Sewing Gallery, and I am using pre-wound bobbins that I bought on Amazon. It was like a 50 pack of pre-wound bobbin thread bobbins, fully wound, for like $8. It was very cheap and affordable, and it works in 3 of my machines now. Currently this machine, my Juki, and also my Viking Jade 35. So it was actually a super good deal. I will include a few of those with the purchase of this machine. It's a great machine. There are tons and tons of stitches. As you can see, the embroidery unit is functioning beautifully, like the day it was bought. It comes with 5 hoops. Originally, this machine came with 4 hoops. We bought a 6x10 hoop as well for this machine. This machine can embroider up to a 7x12 inch space. This was a $10,000 machine originally. I feel like about $1,300 is a good asking price for this machine. It functions beautifully. So you can see just how beautiful that satin stitch on the edge of that butterfly is. We are almost halfway through the embroidery on this, and it's looking really good. We're at 2,140, 50, 60. You see how fast that number is going up right there? That's how quick it's stitching for us. So just as I've been talking about the stitches, it's gone up about 150 stitches in just a really short amount of time, 10 seconds or something. So it's a great machine. We're also going to demonstrate the sewing function. I just wanted to do a quick embroidery. I'm using a basic paper stabilizer. It's like a firm tearaway. And then this is just some cotton flannel, one layer, hooped until it's drum tight. Like when you tap it with your finger, it should sound like a drum. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this embroidery machine. It is a beautiful machine. I currently have 4 embroidery machines though, and there's no way I can use 4 at a time. And this one is just not used as much as it should be because it's a beautiful machine. So I am looking to sell it. I am the second owner of this machine. The lady that I bought it from barely used it for embroidery. She used it mainly for sewing for her grandkids and stuff, she said. And she upgraded to a Husqvarna Ruby. So I bought it from her, and it's been a great machine for me. So I am hoping that we can get a third owner for it. It's been recently serviced, cleaned, lubricated, all of the inside parts. It's working just beautifully. As you can see, the embroidery is nearly finished now. We have about 500 stitches to go over here. See, it tells exactly where it's stitching currently on the screen. I'm going to zoom in a little bit for you guys. You can see exactly where that little T shape is going. That's where it's currently stitching. See, it's working on that wing, and it shows you that it's working on that wing right there, that little T. So we're right there. I'm not even using the right needle right now. I'm using a ballpoint needle. I'm not even using the right needle for this fabric. You should use a sharp for this, not a ballpoint, but I sew with a lot of knits, so a ballpoint is just in there. This machine is being used currently. I have used it right up until now, the date that I am trying to sell it. So it's a great machine. It's got a stitch count of about 4 million, and it's in great condition. So yeah, we're looking to sell it. Our embroidery is just about finished. I am going to sew a little pouch in sewing mode for our youngest son in just a second to show the sewing capabilities, and I'll also do a little demonstration of some of the stitches that we can do. I'm just going to cut off a piece of this. Okay. There. And it says finished sewing with a smiley. So now it's done. We're going to unhoop it. So to unhoop, you just lift this up and pull your hoop out. Super easy. The foot's already up for you. It automatically lifts the hoop or the foot and cuts the thread, and there we are. So that's a pretty nice embroidery right there. Pretty nice. Okay. So that's it. You can see the back. The tension is good. You see the back? You can see just a teeny tiny bit of pink poking through. Okay, so basically, to show that you have a good embroidery, it should be about 2/3 of, or even like half and half. It should be a little bit of pink creeping through, but mostly white on the back. Okay, so we've got that going on. There's some pink there, and there is no white peeking through the front. That's all pink. So that's a very nice embroidery. I would be very happy with that on anything, pretty much. So that's what we've got for that. Now, okay, now we're gonna show, okay, sorry about that. I'm not a super great camera person. Okay, we are going to demonstrate sewing really quick. Okay, so to go into sewing mode, that's pretty easy. I am just going to detach this simply by going like that. Now, our screen is going to restart just as if we unplugged it and then plugged it back in, or, you know, turned it off and then turned it back on. Okay, so we just touch the screen at any time. This is the Disney version. So basically, when you go into embroidery up here, you just hit that. That's a big touch screen. So basically, when you go into embroidery, you have a bunch of Disney designs also. And you can choose Mickey, Pooh, Disney princesses, other Mickeys. See, like this is Cinderella. Okay, so there's a lot of those designs available. Okay, now for the sewing unit, for sewing mode, oops, sorry, I'm very much all over the place right now. Okay, for sewing mode, we have this. This here is the foot pedal. Yes. Okay. It has a retractable cord, so you just pull that out. I am going to, whoops. I just need to, sorry, my workspace is kind of a mess. We've been trying to get this set up. So what we're gonna do is basically, I need to get this down here a bit. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's better. We're at kind of the same level now. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, okay, this is quite easy. Now to go from sewing to embroidery or embroidery to sewing, there are two different bobbin races. So the one with green paint on the screw is for embroidery mode. What we're gonna do is take this out, take out our embroidery bobbin race. Okay, take this out, replace it with this one. This one does not have green paint on the screw. This one does. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's green paint on this one, and there's no paint on this one. So, or actually, there's white paint on this one. I'm wrong. Okay, so we're gonna just replace that in there. Now, we're gonna put our bobbin back in, close that back up, and it really is just that simple to go from sewing to embroidery. That's an important step because the tension is different for embroidery than it is for sewing. So that is an important step. Next, what we're gonna do is we are going to, I'm just really trying to get you at a good angle because I feel like we're not at a super great angle. So what I'm gonna do is lift the presser foot. I'm really trying here. I don't know. I'm not at a super good angle. I'm lifting the presser foot up. No, okay, cannot embroider. Right, we don't want to embroider. Never mind, we're gonna close that. Okay, it thinks because we're on the screen for embroidery, it thinks that we want to embroider. We don't want to embroider. So what we're gonna do is lift that. Now we're gonna take our foot off for embroidery, unless you wanted to free motion quilt. Now, then you would leave that right on there. But since we want to go to sewing, we are going to take that right off. If you wanted to go right from embroidery to free motion quilting around the embroidery you just did or something, then you wouldn't need to do that stuff. But since I'm going to go right into sewing, regular sewing, I'm going to put the shank on, and I've got a regular sewing foot on there already. So, and that's really easy to just pop on and off, as you can see. So what we want to do is just put that back down so it grabs onto that. Did it grab on? I don't think it did. There, okay. There we go. Okay, then I'm just gonna tighten that back up with the little thing that comes with it. Okay, so all this is included. Next, what we're gonna do is we are going to sew, okay? So you can use this, or you can use the long arm table. Okay, so that's that. And then the long arm table. See, it's just really in my way right now. It is. I wish that this tripod was not in my way. I don't know how to make it be a good... Yeah, we're all over the place. Okay, we really are not camera people. I'm sorry. Okay, so, or you can just take...
It's too far away, babe.
This big... I know. No, it really needs to be closer. It needs to be like over my shoulder behind me, though. Is what I think it needs to do. Can you put it back behind me? You think that's a good idea?
What?
A good idea to put it right, like, behind me?
Maybe.
Yeah, put it behind me when I'm sewing.
I think
And
more
up
like
or something.
this.
You think up like that? Okay.
I think like this because...
Okay. Do we have like the whole machine in the view?
No.
But then they can't see over here and stuff.
Hold on. Look.
My thing dies after about 20 minutes of video time.
Well, you should have it plugged in the whole time then.
It won't work when it's plugged in.
No.
No. It's a silly one. Okay. What we're going to do... Okay, can you see?
It's the best it's going to get.
Is it? Because I don't think it is. I really feel like it could be over here. You say it's the best it could get, but it's not.
Why,
it
you
could
want
be...
the screen?
Yeah, I want all of it in the view, yes.
And fine, it should be on that side probably.
Yeah, it should totally be on this side.
Okay.
Get it.
Alright, I will.
Okay.
I'm just going with what you're handing me.
Okay, do it. Okay. All right, ready?
No.
So what we're going to do is start with just a utility stitch. This, I'm going to click this. Yes, because they have to be able to see. Whoops, they have to be able to see the functions. Okay, shh. Elliot, no, you're not a part of this. Good, eat food. That sounds like a good plan for you to do. Okay, because I am just trying to get this to be all in the video. You are helping, honey. You did help, sweetie. What? What?
Don't patronize.
I'm not patronizing you, Elliot. I love you, honey. Okay, no, here we go, though. We are doing this now. Okay, that's a pretty good view. I am really quite happy with that. Not gonna lie, I think that's pretty good. No, it needs to go back.